on first down. The tackle. We'll look now at our starting defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. Job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends. You're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on third down. Godfrey. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. So here are the Steelers backed up. To start their initial drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious that that'll help them win.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath.
3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Off-play action. Godfrey. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up the throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kaderl Hodge. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run on 2nd down with McGuire. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Throwing on 3rd and long. Godfrey completes it to McGuire out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. second down now. It's Love. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They run with a fullback Diggs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
And the run game, he's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, here's Love. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll drop to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the 2 now, second and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. He'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. KhaDarel Hodge in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime, and well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit... On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield. Or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the handoff, it's McGuire. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on first down, Godfrey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Here we go. Set. 50. And bring it. Double time, double time. 4 down, 4 down. And go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Armani Watts who got him down. Now back to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Roosevelt Nix, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Delay of game, offense.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Double time, double time. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Back to throw. Godfrey. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag.
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Godfrey. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A give to McGuire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Are you ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We're back now in KC. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed it, and he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sean Wilson, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards for him on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Let's go, dude.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
55. Check, 55. Mike.
On 1st down, Godfrey, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Come on now, come on now. Both to Mike. Mike's both. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check 24, check 24. Set, go. Ready, go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Love. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56